My name is Hannah Parker, and if someone had told me a year ago that my husband would disappear with another woman using a vacation meant for our family, I would have laughed. Instead, I became the joke. My husband, Jason, worked for a travel company. One Friday evening, he came home smiling wider than I'd seen in years. "Hannah," he said, "my company picked me for a 12-month international travel program. Flights, hotels, everything is covered. We can finally make memories with the kids." Our 2 children screamed with excitement. I immediately started planning. I renewed our passports, bought suitcases, and even helped the kids learn a few words in different languages. Then, 2 weeks before the trip, Jason suddenly changed. He claimed the company had updated the rules. "They'll only pay for 1 adult and 1 child at a time," he explained. "You'll join us later." Something felt strange, but I trusted my husband. The day of departure, he kissed our children goodbye and promised he'd video call every night. The calls never came. His phone was always off. His messages became shorter and colder. After a month, he stopped replying altogether. I contacted his company, expecting them to explain the situation. Instead, the HR manager sounded confused. "Hannah, the award was for 1 employee and their legal family." My heart dropped. "If that's true," I asked, "who traveled with my husband?" There was a long silence. "I'm sorry," she finally said. "We can't discuss another employee's personal information." Another employee? At that moment, I knew. Jason hadn't taken me. He hadn't taken our children. He had taken another woman. I cried for days. But then I stopped crying and started thinking. Instead of begging him to come home, I met with a lawyer. Together, we reviewed every financial document from our marriage. That's when we discovered something shocking. Jason had secretly been using our joint account to pay for luxury shopping, expensive restaurants, and gifts during the trip. Every purchase was recorded. Every transfer had a trail. I quietly collected the evidence. 9 months later, Jason finally returned. He wasn't alone. Standing beside him was a woman holding a newborn baby. Jason actually smiled and said, "We need to talk." Before he could continue, the woman nervously admitted she hadn't known he was married until halfway through their travels. She had believed every lie he told. Jason had betrayed both of us. The next few weeks were filled with court hearings. Jason demanded half of everything, insisting the money he'd spent was part of the marriage. Then my attorney presented the bank statements, travel expenses, and company records. The judge wasn't impressed. Jason had used marital funds to support an affair while abandoning his wife and children. The court ordered him to repay thousands of dollars, awarded me primary custody, and granted me our family home. His company also terminated his employment after discovering he'd violated multiple company policies and lied about the travel program. The woman he had traveled with eventually left him too. She said if he could deceive one family, he could deceive another. Today my children and I still travel, not because someone else paid for us, because I rebuilt our lives one step at a time. The vacation Jason stole from us lasted 1 year. The peace we found after he left has lasted much longer. Sometimes karma doesn't arrive with anger. Sometimes it arrives through truth and the courage to finally walk away.